I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to No Man's Land. So, another little short. The hay is finally dry. For some reason, the bit that I accidentally tedded, forgetting I didn't need to, is still grass. I'm not sure why. That sounds a bit weird. Anyway, the rest of it's hay. I've already done one field. Got the bales there. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go along, but aiming again to keep this short-ish video. Shucks, missed a bit. We'll crack on, and with a bit of luck I'll be able to talk while I'm working, but as usual that probably means things will go wrong. So yeah, so I've done the field on the other side of the little river stroke stream type waterway thing here, yeah, so I left this bit to do. Thought I'd do this on screen. It's 20 to 7. I've turned times down to times 1, just in the hopes of getting this while there's still a reasonable amount of light. It's gone a little bit misty, but it's very pleasant midsummer evening. But yeah, so if you've watched my these videos, you'll recall I was talking about the fact that I'd done grass and put it in the bunker silo at the biogas plant, and had a rather large area over there between the new cow pasture and the sawmill, and it was huge, and so I got the biggest windrower I could find, which is this one, and wow, it's massive. It's really good though. I love it. I love the design. I love the way it works. It's awesome. But the one thing I have noticed, slight snag, at least with this baler. It was fine with the loading wagon that I used, which I think was also a mod, and actually also Chrome. But with this baler that we're about to use, I've been struggling for it to pick it all up. It creates an incredibly wide swath, but equally I do love this baler. So what I'll probably do is, once we've done this job, shall I return it? Or actually, you know what, if I've got straw to do though, after harvest, this is a pretty good one, because it'll get a lot of, it'll get a few rows of straw into a bigger swath, therefore requiring less baling. So I don't know, maybe I'll hang on to it for now. But I think if I were to use this baler again, maybe next year or something, I might get a slightly smaller windrower. Let's see if we can do this without causing too much mess to the bit we've already done. Tend to find it's better to lift it and switch it off before carrying on, just to avoid ruining any swaths that you've already got. He says leaving it perfectly next to a swath that he's already got should be alright like that. I think just about get away with it. Oh, missed a bit. Anyway, so yeah, I've left the trees in. This was just a bit of a quick let's cut some grass that we own. So we'll just sort of go around those best we can. But yeah, I don't think it'll take very long. This should be, whoopsie, this should be a nice little job to do actually on one of our little short videos. This should only take a few minutes. But yeah, so we're getting some good bales. Had a bit of fun actually doing this. I was a bit experimental. I was planning on using a Heston baler, because knowing that I was going to get quite a volume, I thought best to use bigger bales. But actually, when it came to it, it wasn't obvious when I was trying. I really wanted to use an auto stack, auto load bale trailer, and it wasn't obvious when I came to it which ones would do Heston bales. And I know there are some out there. I just need to do a bit more research, and I just didn't have time at the time. So I went a slightly different way, and we'll have a look at the baler in a minute. But still creating 6,000 litre bales, which is a bonus, and also they stack, which is also cool, on one of the new auto load trailers that's not just come out. So yeah, it's worked out quite well actually. I'm rather pleased. So we'll just come back down here. This will be the last. Whoa, get this bit. No, we're right. This will be the last time we'll go around the whole field, and then we'll just come down into this corner a bit. Hopefully not getting too much. Okay, fine, all right. Then we'll just windrow that bit together. It's fine. Make that bit a bit thicker. We'll find it's a little bit tricky in places, and we'll need to redo some of the baling as we go around, because it will miss bits of the swath, which is in places huge. Because of course we've got, I mean, it's some fertilised land. I mean, this is just the grass that was here, right? It's not like this is seeded. It's not been taken proper care of in terms of all of its needs. The windrow is slightly big for this tractor. There we go, so we'll just get this done. Shouldn't take too much more. Do I need to go around those trees around the top? No, though, frankly, I'm, oopsie, not paying attention, sorry. Frankly, not that sure how else I'm going to do it. Without cutting into this one, which I think we're going to have to do, but that's fine. Let's bring that out, bring it together. That'll do. Because then actually what we could do is just come down this side. Try and cut in a bit. And there we go. Lovely. Again, I'm just going to cut it into here, bring it nicely into alignment, and we'll be fine. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, that's what's going to take a bit of doing. Right, so a couple more times up and down, and I think it'll be time to get on with the baling. That's already taken a bit longer than I expect. It's funny how these jobs always take longer than you think. So I might just carry on with this, finish this off, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, there we go, that's the windrowing done. Just thought I'd see this folding up. It's a fabulous, fabulous mod. Great piece of machinery. Love it. I say, it's not tidy. Might better for straw, to be honest. Using it for you know, large expanses of land where you've got not too much straw and you're trying to bring it together, rather than, you know, something that is cut and laying all over the ground like grass or hay does. So here's the baler that we've got, and I'll just show you quick in the store, just in case you've not seen it before. So what I love about this one, and this was what I was thinking when I was also thinking a Heston baler might be an option, was I thought of this one because it's a high density baler. This was brought out and I thought, ooh, high density baler, it's something XD or something it's called. And I thought, oh, that's cool, that looks fun. But I need all sorts of different brands, Massey Ferguson, black, red, Fendt, green, red, Challenger, yellow, black. It's very cool. Yeah, when it first came out, it was just a standard 4,000 litre bale. I guess they'd wanted to do the high density bales but couldn't, and then they did figure it out. So this is, to all intents and purposes, a baler which, quite apart from looking really cool, produces, well, that's not to all intents and purposes, it does do it, produces high density, highly compressed and compacted bale, which is 6,000 litres in terms of its volume, but actually the same size as a standard 4,000 litre bale. And so the reason I thought that's interesting is, well, if, as far as the game's concerned, it produces a standard 4,000 litre bale, does that mean that you'll be able to use it with a standard 4,000 litre bale autoload or stacker or whatever you want to call it? And the answer is, I'm delighted to say, yes. So we are creating 6,000 litre bales. I'm going to mess this up now because I can't see. There you go, 5 and a bit, 5 and a bit, 5 and a bit, 5 and a bit, 6. It's not a new mod, by the way. This has been out for absolutely ages, but I just, you know, I wanted to try it. I'd always wanted to use it, and so I tried it as an alternative to a Heston, and it does. So 6,000 litres, but standard 4,000 litre bale. in terms of appearance, and in terms of at least certainly the auto load trailer that I've got, which is one that came out recently, works perfectly. So we'll get some of this baling done. As you can see, I've made a bit of a faff of this, to be fair. As I said, the window's a little bit bigger probably than it really wanted to be for the baler pickup, and it's a funny shaped area. I mean, let's face it, I just grabbed a bit of land and just started mowing it, really. There's trees in the way, it's a funny shape. It's just not ideal for a really big windrower. Not to mention this is a single swath, and it's struggling. It's all right, but you've got to be slap bang on in line to get it right, to get it to pick up. Let's try not to go through that. Okay. It's fine. What we'll do is we'll go around once, do as much as we can, try and do it as neatly as we can, but I'm not going to worry about it because it also goes really, really fast, and that's the other thing, right? So if I put the, it's a really quick baler. So if I put the cruise on, we should be able to get up to about, I think about 17 miles an hour, which of course also makes it quite tricky for accurate baling, but I mean that's fast. It's not the fast bale, but it is fast baling. So yeah, I mean I might need to go around and do bits again, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Of course the bales don't, because it's 6,000 litres, they don't spit out quite as fast as they might do otherwise. I forget, I can't remember how many bales I already got off the other bit. We'll have a look in a minute. So that was that bit over there, and you can see which bit I've cut. It was in relative terms, it was smaller than this bit. So we'll get more than we got earlier. So we'll see how we do. But yeah, I'm very pleased that this worked. Absolutely delighted. There was something else I was going to talk about while I was here. Oh, I have started emptying out. So I've got an all-in-one silo, the Mercury Farms silo from Alien Gym. I did have the Alien Gym liquid silo storage that came with the map, and I also had the original. Whoa, crikey! I also had the original silo that was on the map when I started, the no man's land rusty looking silo. So what I've done is I've moved the liquids that were in the liquid silo and put them into the Mercury Farm silo, and I've done the same with the crops that were in the standard silo. So I'm trying to slim down, make a bit better use of the space I've got, with the intention of getting a new silo and transferring it all across, but at least for now it's all in one, so I can start to reduce the number of silos I've got and consolidate a bit. So that's a little job that I did actually while I was waiting for the hay to dry, which was just right when I next looked. Hey presto. And I finished planting the trees. But there was something else I was going to say. What was the other thing I was going to mention? What was I going to talk about? Don't know. I might yet try again to do Heston bales next year, but I'm liking this. I'm liking this baler. It's great. The fact you can use it with any standard 4,000 litre. Well, I say any standard. Say the one that I've got, it worked with. Whether that means it'll work with any 4,000 litre. I mean, my guess will be right. That yes, it will, right? Because it's just seen as a 4,000 litre bale. So my guess is it will work. But don't swear, you know. Don't take my word for it. It's not been rigorously tested. But yeah, so I think the next thing might be reorganising the yard. That's the next sort of big thing to do, and I really need to do some landscaping. Talked about this before. I need to finish off the river and blah blah. Lots to do. So we'll finish this sort of first pass, and then we'll come back and tidy up, because crikey have I made a mess of this. I have to say this is possibly the worst baling, but I mean I'm going at some lick, right? Which doesn't help. So I'll finish this first pass. You see, that was a huge swath. Again, partly my fault. I managed to pull a few together. So you could do much neater swaths, much smaller swaths, and this would be absolutely fine. It's not the baler's fault, it's me. It's also the fact that I'm flying around at 17 miles an hour. It doesn't help, you know. It doesn't help your accuracy. I could actually change the cruise control speed and see if that works better. But to be honest, a lot of these are quite twisty-turny anyway. They're not great. Just trying to do it as neatly as, well, not as neatly as possible, but trying to, you know, reasonably quick before we get too much fading light. It's a nice light. We're getting long shadows. Very pleasant summer's evening. Anyway, I'll finish off this first pass, and I'll see you as we start to collect the bales. Right, so here we go. So how many did we get? So we got 20 first time out. Oh crikey, I think we're going to get more than this will take. I hope I've got this set up right. Yes, I have. Okay. So we'll do a first pass, pick up whatever's on here already, and then it'll just allow me to pick up all these scraggly ends of bit that I missed of the straw, hay rather. Sorry, still on the ground. I'm forgetting it's season's hay. It looks a bit like straw. It's just got a slightly greener tinge to it than straw does, but certainly very pale for hay. But so I don't know what the capacity is. I'm maybe short. 1, 2, 3, another 4. 33 bales, is that right? I suppose, yeah, 11 on each level. All right. 31, 32, 33. 100%. Right. I'm not really used to doing this. See, unload here. Bales on the trailer. There you go. See them. Strap them on. Ha ha! Looks cool. That looks awesome. Okay. Well, we better go and load then. Whoa, that was a bit tight. I didn't like that. So yeah, this is the new Krona bale trailer. Yeah, bale trailer. Actually, technically, we need to go this way, don't we? Up over my overpass, which you've not seen. Oh, I love this. I was so pleased when Jim brought out the bridges on No Man's Land. I just had to try and do this. So this is 2 bridges put together. I've raised up the ground, landscaped it all. It took some doing, but my God, I'm so pleased with the finished product. I think it looks great. I'm really pleased with it. The road's not perfectly smooth, as you can see in places, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Wow, the biogas plant looks really different without the. Put these on me. A bit of light. Yeah, biogas plant looks really different without those trees around it, but they'll grow in. I was going to say soon enough, but actually we're on season, so we're probably looking about 3 years or so before they'll be at their, what will be their maximum height, but at 6 meters apart. That won't be particularly big. But yeah, it's cool. So yeah, made plenty of use of those bridges from Jim. I say I need to landscape all along the river edge. Currently it's still the grass it was. Started to clear some of those logs already. Right, just need to figure out where I'm going to put these, to be honest. Which, given that I'm currently rethinking the layout of the layout of the farm. We've got rain dew, so that was the other. That was the thing I was going to mention. So I was getting a bit nervous because, and I've no idea what this is like for drop off. Whoa, really doesn't like tight corners. The only thing I know I'm not going to move at this point is that shed. So for right now, let's put them in that shed. Now I've no idea what the controls are like in terms of unloading bales, so let's, for right now, I'm going to put it in the middle, roughly. Oh, it's perfect as a bale shed. Actually, I really like this. Right, let's see. What can we do with that? Because there's nothing else in here, right? Apart from the tractor just there, No, otherwise it's pretty empty. Could probably do with being a bit straighter, to be fair. So I just get just a little bit straighter. There we go. Okay. Right. So sorry, I'm going to put the menu on a second. So take the straps off. Transporting position, operating position, reloading all the bales. Thank you very much. Done. Okay. So unload bales. And this is a, yeah, ooh, interesting, actually makes a noise. And can I move these either side? Oh, you can, because I know they can be a bit funny, these things sometimes. Oh, and look how far across. And now I've got them like that, rather like my rather strange, sorry for this, totally unrealistic, but I'm a bit curious. Rather like my strange logging crane, loading crane. I can drive that with the sides out and the crane fully unfolded and all that sort of jazz. But that is spot on. Reasonably straight, well, ish. Not too bad. Unload bales here. Excellent. Awesome. Right, I'll see you back at the field. Right, here we go. There we go. Just need to keep chapping between square and triangle until I get the right setting. There we go. So, don't really done. Not that used to using these, but this is great fun. I tend to use the auto, this, what do you call it? Bale auto stacks, I suppose, aren't they? As opposed to auto loads, like the, you know, the Anderson and that sort of stuff. I tend to use those quite a lot because they do a great job. But actually, I've always wanted to use one of these, and actually, I love this trailer. It's not long come out, and I saw it. I thought, oh yeah, it's just what we need. So once I'd figured that I was going to try the high density and hoped that it would work with a standard auto load bale trailer, we're here. Hey presto. So let's see, what do we have? We had 33 already. We're now already up to 11, so that's one layer full. 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're not going to get that many more, let's face it. In fact, I'll be lucky if I get another bale out of that. But let's see. So I'm not going to bore you as I drive around the field really slowly to pick up the dregs here. It's funny actually that my intention was for these to be one continuous piece of recording, but it's fine for purposes of brevity and to not bore you to death. I just thought actually this kind of makes sense. It'll still make a pretty easy edit and hopefully keep the video a little bit more to the point. So I'll tidy up, try and get as much of these bits up as I can before I get bored, and I'll catch up with you when we're nearly done. Right, last little bit. I've got a bale. I've had a bale, nearly a bale and a half. Of course, a half bale's no good. Maybe I'll hang on to the baler for now. I've got one to unload. Let's have a look. Yes, we do. So there's our bale to unload. Definitely the only bale. Looks like it. Yeah, I think so. Excellent. Love this baler. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. And actually got lucky because in theory the Deutsch shouldn't have the power to pull it, but it does. It does a grand job. Seem to have a bit of a gaggle of tractors, which I believe is the correct collective noun for a group of tractors is a gaggle. I don't think it is really. God, I only washed that earlier. It's already mucky. What a fantastic baler. Looks awesome. Anyway, right. So there we go, job done. Yes, I'm quite relieved. I did start to say earlier and then got distracted as usual. Yeah, so the reason this was becoming quite urgent, I was actually starting to get a bit nervous, was we're forecast a load of rain overnight, and so if I hadn't managed to get this hay sorted out, And if indeed it hadn't, it hadn't turned to hay, I'd have been left with a load of wet grass on the ground, which would have been slightly unfortunate, you know. But yeah, I didn't miss any bales, right? I don't see any. Put them lights on. Right, let's head back. So yeah, so quite relieved to get that done. Finding the Ford. Quite likely I'll ground on the back of the trailer. She is? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, fine. But we did alright. So that's quite satisfying. Not as many as I got, but let's see. Oh god, so how many were on this? That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on here, 33. That's 48 bales. That's quite a lot of bales. I mean, that is nearly 300,000 litres of bales. It's a lot of bales. And the reason I've done bales is because I've got 500,000 litres of loose hay in the silo already. So the silo is full. That's the capacity of the Mercury Farms silos, 500,000 litres of everything. So it's already full, and I've got some hay pellets. And frankly, well, I just fancied doing bales because I've not done bales on here before. And apart from when I did the little ones very early on, when we were so small and just setting ourselves up. So yeah, so do proper size bales. It's kind of exciting. Turn those off, and yeah, and it's a lot quicker than doing pellets. I love the hay and straw pellets, but my god, the pelletizer is so small, so slow, and not small, not at all small. Now, question is, can I raise these up? So need to get nice and straight, nicely in line. Thank you, Jim, for having see-through sides in your sheds. Also means that the bales will be nicely ventilated, but hopefully the roof looks sound, so they shouldn't get wet. Let's see. Not quite straight, actually it's not bad. Sorry, I'm being really finicky about this, and probably find in a minute that it's not going to do what I want to. We'll give it a go. Right, so straps off. Sorry, I'm going to open the menu again. I haven't got my panel connected. Right, transporting position, operating position. Oh, don't do that, you swine. Oh no, you pillock. Oh hey. Fine, have it your way. Sorry folks, this will just take a sec. I'll just move the old International out of the way. Jim's tractor, sorry Jim, but it's probably going to go. We'll replace it with something else, something similar. He's a big fan of this tractor, as am I actually. I do love this tractor, but I've had it for a very long time now. So sorry folks, that was just, I'm not having that at all. That's just not fun. So now back on here with 33. Hello, Bales. No. Ooh. What? Oh. Hey. Ah. Oh, weird. Okay. That's odd. Fair enough. It left some on there. That's a bit weird. So if I lower those down nicely. Thank you very much. Not quite as square as they were, but never mind. Okay, good. So now, getting as far away from those as I possibly can. Fortunately, of course, we've cut the poplar, so it doesn't matter if I right. Fingers crossed. I know I'm driving over those things, but I don't matter. I'll sort that in a minute. There we go. Right. Okay, this time I won't put them in transporting position because frankly I don't need to. And let's see if we can unload them. Mind you, what I could do is actually do unload bales. Now, I can move them down. Can I move them up? Oh, I can. But not enough, methinks. Not enough. That's some pretty nifty driving actually, fair play. Okay, I don't think this is going to work, sadly. Oh, it might do. Let's see what happens. It's got to be worth a try. If it doesn't, it's fine. I'll fix it. Nah, it's not going to work, is it? So if I go that way, because they are at that point ethereal bales. So if I do that, oh, it worked! Yes, they all jumped up. That's so cool. Sorry, it's the little things, isn't it? There we go, transport in position, that's now switched off, deactivated. I can drive that straight back in. And we've got room to bring Jim's tractor back in. And room to put the baler in actually as well, which is pretty cool. The truck lives over in one of the other sheds. That's awesome, I'm so happy with that. So there we go folks, job done. Hay is baled and stored nicely in the shed before the rain, which according to the forecast still isn't coming. But it is due at midnight, according to the forecast. According to the long-term forecast, it's coming. According to the forecast at the top of the screen, it isn't. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But either way, it doesn't really matter, because the bales are safely in the dry shed, providing the rain doesn't drive too much in from that sort of right-hand side of the shed there. It'll be fine. So there we go folks, job done, another job finished. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bit of fun, bit of mess, bit of chaos, but perfectly stacked bales at the end. Ooh, not quite in line, not quite straight, but yeah, it's pretty good actually. I'm quite pleased with that. There we go, end of a day on the farm. I say, hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. Take care of yourselves, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you then. Bye for now.